to Massius Media, sponsored by me, myself, and I, but I'm looking for a sponsor to
Yep.
help us build our media company as big as possible. Also, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And let's try our best to get the subscribers from 50 to 100. We really need to be at 100 because the next goal will be 1,000. The goal after that will be 10,000. And the sky's the limit because who knows? Maybe we might be at 1 million one day. But
One.
first goal is 100. Well, the first goal was
Yep.
one subscriber. I got past one. Now the
Yeah.
second goal is 100 subscribers. Also, if you want to support, please send whatever in the Cash App. $1, $3, $5. It really doesn't matter. Whatever you feel is necessary. Today's show,
Yep.
I really want to talk about top 10 in the NBA right now.
Yeah.
All right. Before you tell me the top 10 lists,
Okay.
Jay, oh, by the way, I am here with my nephew, who is my co-host, Jamal Macias, and we're gonna be having a hell of a debate.
Yes, we are.
First, let's go with who do they have top 10 in the NBA right now?
Right now,
ESPN.
you want me to start from 10?
Start from number one.
Number one, they have Jokic.
Okay. Even though Shea won the MVP, but they have Jokic as this best player in the league. All right. Number two.
Number two, they have Giannis.
Okay. I'll say Giannis is definitely up there. Number three.
Yep. Number three is Shea.
Okay. Um, I kind of agree with that because if Giannis or Jokic, with the stats they had this year, had better
Yeah.
records, I think they could have
They
easily been MVP.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So who's number four?
Luka Doncic.
I don't really agree with that. And the reason
I
why is, yeah, Luca is great from an offensive standpoint, meaning points and assists, but
yeah.
he lacks so much from the other side of the game, defense.
Yeah.
Now he will get you some rebounds, and I guess rebounds is technically defense, but
Yeah.
he can't stop nobody. He can't stay in front of nobody. His steals are okay, and his blocks are non-existent. Well, not non-existent, but not very good.
Yeah.
Number five,
Victor Wembanyama.
I think it's too soon to put Victor Wembanyama in the top 10 list. And if he is in the top 10, I would put him closer to 10, like at 8, 9, or 10.
Mm.
What who's number six?
Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis is, I would say, the second or third best two-way player in the league. Two-way meaning like defense, offense. Because Anthony Davis
Yeah.
can average 25 to 30 points a game, and he can still defend 1 through 5, which I give a lot of credit to because people like Shea can defend a guard, um, um, like point guards, shooting guards,
One
but
to
once it
small
gets to the
forward, one to
small
small.
forward, I don't think
Yeah.
so. I put Anthony Davis in the same category as a healthy Embiid and a healthy
Uh,
Giannis.
yeah.
But who else can defend a 1 through 5 and still give you 25 to 30 points a game? Well,
Maybe.
LeBron.
Well, yeah, LeBron.
Yeah.
Maybe Jason Tatum.
Jason Tatum cannot defend 1 through 5, but I think he can defend 1 through 4. But I've never seen him even attempt to defend a 5. And if he has, it wasn't very successful. And I doubt he
Mm.
can defend a 1. I think a 1 would be too fast for him. So I would probably feel comfortable saying 2 to 4 with Jason Tatum.
Okay.
I'm gonna stick with my list of a healthy Embiid, um,
Yeah.
Giannis, of course, um,
Hmm.
Anthony Davis, and
Yeah.
the immortal LeBron.
Yeah.
LeBron, even in the 22nd season, was defending 1 through 5, and
Yeah.
he averaged what, 25 points this season, and during the
Yeah.
playoffs, I think he averaged a little bit more. I think 27 points. So beyond that, who else can defend even 1 through 5? Like who?
Wemby might
I
be able to
nah.
because of how nimble
I
and
don't
light
think
he is.
I don't think Wemby can defend guards. I think Wemby can block, can protect the paint, but from the perimeter, I don't know. Maybe he's getting to that point, but
I'm about to say he can, but it's not in a way that like LeBron would or Giannis would. It's more
yeah,
of because of his size, he can cover more
his length.
ground.
Yep, his wingspan. Yep.
So he allows like he'll stay in front of the guard to a certain extent, and then the guard would pass him, but it wouldn't be a problem
But
for him
but
because
he
he'll
could
catch
still
up,
block it because his
block
length is
you
so
exactly. Even
crazy.
that's what I'm saying. He can guard 1 through 5 in that instance where he can stay in front of you to a certain extent, but then once you pass by him, he can come and chase you down right after the fact.
To a certain extent, because I've seen guards chop him up too.
Yeah,
And depending on the big, I mean, bigs score on him, but he'll get at least one block on a big.
yeah, at least one, yeah, on them, yeah,
So that was what, number 6?
yeah. 6 was Anthony Davis. 7 is Cade Cunningham.
I think it's a little premature, but I think he did
I don't think
lead.
so because he made Detroit, who's been the worst team for almost 2 decades, get into the playoffs.
Yes
That's
and
why he's
no.
on the list.
Yes and no, because Kate Cunningham was hurt for a lot of the year, and they were playing without him, and they were playing great with those two brothers, those two white brothers.
Actually, this season he played 70 games.
Really? Because I remember him being hurt.
He got
Um,
hurt for like a week.
well, if he played 70 games, how many games do you have to play for you
82.
to? No, no, no. How
You
many
need
games do you have to play to get an award?
65.
Double check that. I think it's 72. No, wait. Hmm. Double check.
How
To
many
to
teams in NBA to
to
win award?
yeah. First
To
team,
win
second team,
award.
third team.
I was right. At least 65 regular season games.
Okay. So he did at least that. But
Yeah.
it was a good team. He definitely was doing his thing. I think he averaged what, 30 this year?
He averaged 26.
26. Okay. So yeah, I wouldn't put him in the top 10.
26, 26, 6, and 9.
I wouldn't put him in the top 10, but he's definitely a great player. Who's number 8?
LeBron.
Okay. LeBron is like immortal like Highlander, so I'm not gonna go too much on that. He,
Yeah.
even this season, in the playoffs, was the best defender on the team. He was playing center. He played power forward. He guarded guards. He
Yeah.
still scored 20 something points every game. Yeah, so I'm not going to take anything away from him. I don't know if
Mm.
I would have put him at 8. I think I would have put him closer to like 9 or 10. I think he'll always he could be 50 years old. He'll always be in the top 10. But I don't know if
Yeah.
he should be that low even. But I will say this. I'll pick LeBron over Cade Cunningham, and I'll even pick LeBron over Anthony Davis. And I'm talking about
Mm.
year 22 LeBron.
Okay.
Um, I just don't think that those guys deserve to be top 10. But who's number 9?
Jason Tatum.
Okay. Jason Tatum deserves to be top 10 this year. And who's number 10?
Carl Anthony Towns.
Okay, that's interesting. He's top 10, even though he's not even the number one option on his team. That's a little weird.
He's not the number one option in his team, but stat wise, he scored a little like 2 points less than Brunson. Brunson scored 26 while he averaged 24 and
And
24 and 13, while Brunson averaged 26, 7 and 3.
he averaged what? Cat averaged what in rebounds?
24, 13 rebounds.
Okay, so I guess it's
24 and
because of
13.
the double double, and 13 rebounds is very good. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, 24 and 13.
So what I'm looking at now, and I'm gonna read these out to you. And while I'm reading them out to you, please pull up the list of first team, second team, and third team.
Okay.
All right. So the list I'm going to read out to you is all the top five leaders in the league in every statistical category. And some of these players made it to the top 10 list that you just read, ESPN, and some of them did not.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Points. Do you know who led the league in points this year?
Shy did.
No. They're saying Giannis led the league in points this year with 33. Luca with
Mm.
30.2. Jalen
Mm-hmm.
Brunson with 29.9, Shea Gilgis
Okay.
Alexander with 29.8, and Donovan Mitchell with 29.6.
Okay.
All right. In rebounds, now out of everyone on that list, Giannis was on the top 10. Luca was in the
Yeah.
top 10. Brunson wasn't there. Shea
No.
was there and won
Yep.
MVP. And Donovan Mitchell, I believe, wasn't on the list, right?
No.
Which I don't know if that's fair or not because he technically was the number one option on the best
But
team in the East.
but you gotta speak when you talk about number one. Yes, he's number one option on the Cavs, but is he better than all the people that was on the list? Like you have to. Is he better than Giannis? No. Is he better than Jokic? No. Is he
Is he
better than
better than
Shea?
Kate
No.
Cunningham? I think he's better than Kate Cunningham.
He might be, but Kate Cunningham and him did the what was his Donovan Mitchell's average this season?
Donovan Mitchell averaged 29.6 points.
Okay.
I don't know
And
about
Kate
assists
Cunningham
and
and then
rebounds.
but he's a shooting guard. He's a shooting
Yeah,
guard.
yeah.
Kate Cunningham averaged 24 and 9
And
with
what
6
position
rebounds.
is he?
He's a point guard. He's a 6'7" point guard.
Shit. Yeah.
24 percent 9.
Well, that's the only thing I don't know. I don't know if Kate Cunningham is better than Donovan Mitchell, especially with the Cavs being as good as they were. Rebounds
Yeah.
leaders, Giannis was number one in points and rebounds. He averaged 15.4 rebounds, which is
Mm-hmm.
freaking amazing. That's like um um who's a great
I'm
rebounder?
surprised Sabonis didn't
Kareem.
make it this time.
Who?
I'm surprised Sabonis didn't make it this time. He usually number one in rebounds.
I know. That's why I'm like, is this list even
It's usually
accurate?
it's usually Sabonis almost.
Check
He's been
check
rebound
check
leader for the.
check how many rebounds
uh,
Sabonis had this year.
Okay,
Because I'm
okay. Let me
seeing
look at Sabonis.
Giannis had 15.4, Jokic had 12.7, Sangoon had 11.9, Jason Tatum had 11.5, which is great, and
It
Carl
says
Anthony Towns had 11.4.
this season Sabonis had
Oh, you know
13.9.
what?
He averaged 14
You know
rebounds.
what? Hold on. This is postseason. My apologies.
Oh, okay. This is the playoffs.
Yeah. This is postseason.
Everybody that's in the playoffs. Got you.
Yeah. Well, still a good list. We'll keep going.
Still, still a good list. The Monsters averaged 14 rebounds this season.
Okay. Well, Giannis gave you 15.4 during the playoffs. Sheesh.
Giannis Antetokounmpo averaged this season. Giannis averaged 12 rebounds this season
Okay, okay,
with
okay.
30
So
points.
now the list makes more sense.
Yeah, I was
Um,
about to say Sabonis is the best, one of the best, if not the best rebounder in the league right now.
yeah, the list makes more sense now because I'm pretty sure Shea was the leader in points this year, but
He
in the
was, but
postseason, Giannis was the leader.
Giannis is the leader, exactly.
And it seems like Giannis was just killing it in so many statistical categories. All right, in assists, this postseason, Tyrese Halliburton leads
Yeah,
in with 9.8 assists. James Harden had 9.1 assists, which I mean, great assists, but he really was not good offensively.
yeah.
Cade Cunningham had 8.7 assists. Jokic had 8 assists, and Jalen Brunson 7.1.
Yes, 7.1. Yeah.
All
Oh,
right.
yeah. I'm looking at it right now.
All right. In blocks, Zach Edey, oh my goodness,
Yeah,
2.5 blocks. Oh, this
yeah.
monster of a man.
That's 7'4" Zach Edey.
And Miles Turner
Miles
wasn't too
Turner.
far behind with 2.4.
Yeah, a tenth of a point off.
Isaiah
Chet
Stewart.
at third.
Isaiah Stewart had two. Chet had two. And the immortal
Yeah,
LeBron James had 1.8
1.8. Yeah, Nicholas
at
Batum from the Clippers
40 years
at
old. You, you,
1.7.
you got to give LeBron props. 40 years old. The fact that he's even on this list is crazy.
Yeah, still averaging around 2 blocks at 40 years old is crazy.
Yep. All right. The best 3-point shooters in the postseason, Gary Trent Jr., ironically, um, was number one. Steph Curry, number two. I never
Yep.
think of Steph Curry as number two when it comes to threes and anything, but you know,
Anything, yeah.
Fred Van Vliet was number three. Derek White was number four, and Jason
Yep.
Tatum was number five.
Yep. And I got the regular season ones for you after we're done with that.
All right. And in terms of steals, um, Gary Trent Jr. again led the postseason
Yeah.
with 2.6. I'm surprised, like Gary Trent was so good, yet the Bucks went
In the
nowhere.
playoffs, yeah. Exactly.
Because I'm seeing Giannis and Gary Trent all over this list, but they didn't get very far.
Yeah, he was trying to be a fill-in for Giannis with Damian not being there.
Yep. All right. So Gary Trent was number one. Jason Tatum was number two with 2.1
Mhm.
steals. LeBron James, again, I have to call him the immortal LeBron James at two
Yeah.
steals. And Jokic at two, and OG at 1.9.
Yeah.
All right, name out
Which kind of
the regular season ones.
so regular season for points, regular season number one is Shy with
Okay.
32.7. Number two is Giannis with 30.4. Number three is Jokic with 29.6. Number four is Anthony Edwards with 27.6. And number five is Jason Tatum at 26.8. Number six is Kevin Durant at 26.6. Number seven is Kate Cunningham at 26.1. Number eight is Jalen Brunson at 26 flat. Number nine is Devin Booker at 25.6. And number 10 is Damian Lillard at 24.9. That's in points.
Mm. Well,
And a
Lillard got hurt,
rebound.
so
Yeah. And a rebounds. Number one is, of course, DeMontis for the fourth year in a row at
he.
13.9,
I
averaging
feel
around
like he don't
14.
get enough props.
Because he's on the Kings.
Mm.
He's on a team that doesn't go too far. They're exciting to watch, but they don't go far.
Mm.
Montes at number one at 14 rebounds. Carter Towns is second with 12.8 rebounds, round off to 13. Jokic is third at 12.7, which round off to 13 as well. Zubac is fourth at 12.6. Walker Kessler from Utah Jazz averaged 12.2. Giannis at six, averaging 11.9, round off to 12 rebounds. Number 7 is Rudy Gobert, round off to 10.9, which round off to 11 rebounds a game. Number 8 is Jalen Duren from the Pistons, average 10.3 rebounds. Number 9 is Alperen Sengun, the average 10.3 as well. And then number 10 is Nikola Vucevic from the Bulls, averaging 10.1.
Mm.
And we go to assists for, I think, the third or fourth time in a row. Trey
Halliburton.
Young is
Oh, Trey
nope.
Young.
Trey Young is number one in assist again
Okay.
for the third or fourth time in a row with 11.6.
You know I
Number
love me
two
some
is
Trey.
Jokic. Yep. Number two is Jokic with 10.2 rebound. Not assists. Number three is Tyrese Halliburton with 9.2. Number four is Kate Cunningham with 9.1. Number five is James Harden with 8.7. Number six is LeBron James at 8.2. Number seven is Chris Paul at 7.4. These two guys, LeBron and Chris
Two
Paul,
old
still on the top
guys.
10 list.
Yep.
Number eight, Jalen Brunson at 7.3. Number nine, Josh Giddey at 7.2. And number 10, once again, Damian Lillard at 7.1.
Okay. What's next?
And now in steals, okay. Number one is Dyson Daniels from Atlanta Hawks with 3 steals per game.
Yo, that light skinned kid was nice, man.
He was nice. Number two is a shocker with Nikola Jokic
Jokic.
at
Wow.
1.8
Wow.
1.8 steals this season. So
Wow.
you can't say he doesn't play defense
Wow.
when he's number two in steals. Number three is Carson Wallace with tied with Jokic at 1.8 steals per game. Number four is Chris Dunn at 1.7. Number five is Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, also at 1.7. Number six is Usher Thomas, which is also 1.7. Jalen Williams is at seventh with 1.6. Fred VanVleet, surprisingly at point guard is at 1.6. At eight, at nine is Josh Hart from the Knicks, averaging 1.5. And at number 10 is Kelly Oubre Jr., averaging 1.5 steals a game.
Mm. Next.
Now at
Blocks is
blocks,
last,
number
right?
one, yes.
All right.
At number one,
Wemby.
obviously Wemby at 3.8, averaging 4 blocks a game.
Mm-hmm.
Number two is Walker
Predictable.
Kessler. That's
Predictable.
Walker Kessler at number two, 2.4. Number three is Miles Turner at 2 blocks a game. Number four is Brooke Lopez with 2 blocks a game.
Okay.
Number five is Donovan Clegan at 1.6 blocks a game. Number six is Evan Mobley at 1. See, that's 1.6 blocks per game.
And
Number seven
he won
is
Defensive Player of the Year.
that's why I'm about to speak about that after.
Mm.
Number seven is Jan Jackson Jr. at 1.5 blocks a game. And number eight is Alex Sarr at 1.5 blocks a game. Number nine is Rudy Gobert at 1.4. And number 10 is Nicholas Claxton at 1.4. Now, off of
Hold on.
that list,
Hold
the
on.
only, Mhm.
Wait. What are you gonna say?
Oh, I was gonna say, talk about the defensive player of the year based off of that list. But do you have something to say before I bring that up?
I actually want to cut this episode short because we're at 24 minutes. It's like the longest
Mhm.
episode we've ever done,
Yeah,
and I want to do like a part
yeah,
two.
yeah. Okay.
So let's cut this episode short. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And there's going to be a
Yep.
part two to this episode coming up right now.